What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a basketball Bullies recap. This is season 9, episode 3. We have a lot to discuss. Shout out to one of the brand fans. One of you all gave me an email where OG and Kristen, they had a conversation about colorism. I did listen to some of it. I still have to finish the rest of it. So I just wanted to shout that person out. And I will probably, you guys, address that in another video. But yeah, I really appreciated, hearing some of that audio, and I can't wait to finish it though, because these bitches on this show, that damn Shaunie, that damn Evelyn, these people in these YouTube streets get on my damn nerves. I'm just flabbergasted, you guys, at the ignorance, at the disrespect towards OG. I'm just disgusted with Kristen. She has the audacity to be OG, same color, and she tried to act like she didn't get where OG was coming from. We will get to it, honey, okay? So let's get started with this old nasty recap, honey. So basically, we see the ladies kind of packing up their stuff, and they're pretty much headed to the house they're going to be staying at. There's 2 mansions. Evelyn got a mansion that's really nice. Jackie got a mansion that's really nice. We see Shaunie. She arrives at the mansion with Evelyn and Malaysia, they get on, in their house. And then we see Jennifer. She goes to Jackie's mansion. We see OG, and, they pretty much take a tour of the house. So, honey, we see Jackie, OG, and Jennifer. They're by the pool having a drink. OG tells Jennifer her and Kwame are trying to have a baby. OG, why don't you get married first? And y'all know I'm not even a big marriage person, but if you are gonna get married, I think you should just get married before you had a baby. Y'all building this house, I would really solidify everything like that. But that's just me. But if she don't want to get married, she don't want to get married. But I don't understand people that want to get married but want to have a baby first. I don't understand that. I love Jennifer's, what was that, a Fendi cape, you guys? I think that's what it is. If it's not, correct me in the comments, but Jennifer looked bad as hell. Jennifer says she don't want no drama. Bitch, you're on basketball Bullies, okay? You in the wrong place. Okay, that's all they do on this show is start drama, throw drinks, deny colorism, act the damn fool, okay? Jackie gets to telling OG the different positions she needs to do it with Kwame to have a baby boy. I'm like, Jackie, shut your ass up, okay? Jackie is crazy, okay? Period. Woo! So Jackie asks OG, have you reached out to any of the ladies? Have you talked to any of them? And I'm looking like, Jackie, now you know damn well she ain't really cool with nobody but you and Jennifer. So I don't even know why you asked her that. But OG was like, nope, ain't nobody reached out or none of that. OG tells Jackie if any of them want to talk to me, I'm at this house. They could come over here and try to bond. But other than that, bitch, I'm here to let it all hang out, let loose, have fun, have a good time, and I feel her, because why keep explaining shit to people that are so determined to misunderstand you? None of these women want to really understand where OG is coming from. And some of you all, you keep saying, oh, well, she is ugly and I played the little YouTube video where them YouTubers, these are dark-skinned people, by the way, call it OG ugly, child. Did y'all get a whip of that? Did y'all hear that audio I played for y'all? That's just crazy to me. I don't know, you guys. It's just very confusing how a lot of dark-skinned people, they don't see the behavior on this show as colorism. They just see it as, oh, well, she just mad, she ugly, and don't nobody like her, and she ain't did nothing to nobody. Okay, even before she started saying shit to certain people, they was coming for her wig. Okay, they always make fun of her clothes and her toe and, just all this petty ass shit. So for 1 minute, just take it all in, you guys, and you put yourself in OG's shoes. Would you want to be on a show where everybody is dogging you out and talking shit about you? How would you feel? Let's take the colorism out of it. How would you feel? You would feel bullied. You would feel disrespected. You would feel like defeated. Like, damn, like, I can't get no love from nobody. Everybody treating me like I ain't shit. Like, don't nobody deserve to be treated like that. And to me, that is how they treat OG. Jackie tells OG and Jennifer, she just wants them to have a conversation with the other girls. That way that they can mend their issues. I'm like, Jackie, you the one that got issues with Malaysia. You need to be mending that shit too. Okay? So Jennifer basically says to Jackie, I could give two shits about what's going on in the house next door with them. I ain't trying to mend shit right now. I'm just trying to sit back, let loose, drink. Jennifer is on some chill shit, and I get it with her. She's tired of these women too. She's sick of being bullied by Evelyn. She's sick of being, bullied and gaslit by Shaunie. So she's sick of this shit too. Jackie looks at Jennifer funny, and I'm like, why are you looking at her funny? She don't want to be bothered with them, so you could already tell from the beginning of the episode, Jackie was going to have an issue with Jennifer because she feels like she's just wasting their time. She's like, you need to be serious about mending things with the other girls, or why did you come? That was basically, what Jackie was feeling after Jennifer said all of that. So next, honey, we see Liza. Excuse me, honey. Ooh, almost choked on this popcorn. She is Lamar's ex-wife or whatever. Did he ever marry her? I know he got kids with her. She comes in, and then Evelyn calls Phoebe. Phoebe has been exposed to COVID, so she's quarantining. She can't come. Evelyn is disappointed. We see Kristen. She brings her ass in. So, honey, Jackie gets to talking about the pandemic and how it's really changed her, and she's just saying that she realizes a lot of the issues she and the other ladies are having with each other are very trivial, childish, and immature, and, she's looking forward to mending fences with them. Jennifer, on the other hand, is like, I feel differently. I feel like there's no accountability or responsibility in this group. I always get hit with all these bullets and nobody else is willing to take them. And I agree with Jennifer. They showed the clips of Evelyn crying about Jennifer, talking about her daughter. Don't you talk about my daughter, like Shaunie, like for real, she was talking about my daughter, Yeah, they showed that shit. They showed Shaunie snapping at Jennifer. Jennifer done had about enough. Now, I don't know if you had enough, Jennifer. You wouldn't bring your ass back to the basketball bullies, but since you are here, honey, we gonna let you live, honey, okay? Jackie is kind of getting on my fucking nerves because she keep trying to have this, I get it. We need somebody to be the peacemaker and to be neutral, but Jackie, you trying to be too neutral. And Jackie, in my opinion, wants to be cool with Evelyn so bad. So it's like, I don't know. It's like she's not able to fully be a support for OG. And she's not really able to be a full support for Jennifer. She, out of all people, should understand where they are coming from, so that pissed me off. And as far as the colorism thing, Jackie ain't gonna want to see that shit because Jackie would have to admit that, she played the colorism game with her daughters, treating the light-skinned daughter, Chantel, better than Takari. That's according to Takari and her book. And I did read Takari's book, and, it was just sad to hear that she had to go through all of that. So I feel like with Jackie, she don't even want to see that colorism because it hits home a little bit too much for her. So Jackie tells OG and Jen, she's gonna go and check out the girls at the other house. That's when Jen told her, don't bring none of that bad energy up into our house. And Jackie started arguing with her like, look, you ain't gonna be telling me what to do. I'll do whatever the fuck I want to and bring whoever I want to bring back. I'm like, Jackie, what is you doing? Like, can you be on the side of your girls? So like I said, y'all, Jackie wants that attention from Shaunie and Evelyn, right? She wants their respect. She wants to be in their good graces. Okay, Jackie has always looked for approval on this show. She's looked for it with Drea. She's looked for it with Malaysia. So ain't nothing changed, honey, with Miss Jackie Christie. So Liza, she gets to opening up to Shaunie about Lamar and how he is not really going to be like helping with her son's college education. I think the boy is getting ready to leave home. He needs his money. And I guess Lamar had put up like over $200,000 for the college education. Liza is trying to get a hold of the money. She says Lamar basically ghosts her, never returns her phone calls or anything. She did a lot of complaining about Lamar. And Malaysia and Evelyn, they was there too. They're listening in too. And at first I felt like they were being supportive. And then it was just like, girl, you need to get over Lamar and stop focusing on him. And, we feel like you still not over him. And Liza want that motherfucking money. Okay, Lamar. Okay, don't be spending the damn money at the damn brothels. Okay, give that girl that money for your son. She's a mother that wants her money. I think her going on and on about Lamar, they kind of figure like, girl, you gonna have to, come on this show, make your own money and, play by your own rules. And that is true, Liza. You gonna have to fall in line to do that. But Shaunie, it's easy for you to say that because Shaq hooked your ass up. Okay, you able to have a show like this off of the back of his hard work. Do you see what I'm saying? Evelyn, you made sure, to secure a few bags. Well, Carl Crawford, though, he got rid of your ass, okay? He had the baby with you, and then y'all couldn't have the other kids, and he was like, this heifer ain't about to take half of my money if we get married. So he got rid of your ass. Malaysia, she got Gennaro's pension and all that shit. I heard she collected good, honey, on her divorce settlement. So, yeah, I'm kind of with the girls. Liza needs to move on with her life. But at the end of the day, Lamar is her child's father. She doesn't have a storyline other than talking about Lamar. So what else y'all want her to do? I was kind of, in the middle with that. Like, what do y'all want this girl to talk about? Okay. Tell us more, Liza. Okay. Tell us about Chloe. Okay. Now that may be an issue for Evelyn, because isn't she cool with the Kardashians? I'm just saying. So we see Jackie is there checking out the girl's house. Malaysia is not speaking to her. She even gets up and leaves the room once Jackie comes in the room. I'm like, shit, y'all need to patch this shit up. Malaysia to me, it's on you. Yeah, Jackie told the girls about your kids, this, that, and the third. But they played a clip where Evelyn was the one that gassed up Malaysia and told her, Jackie is the one that was telling everybody, you need to be mad at Jackie. And it's the same shit that Evelyn did when she came back on this show, season 6, and had everybody against Jackie. Well, Jackie is the one that said that to BJ, and Jackie is the one, like, it's that same gaslighting ass shit that she's never called out on. So anyways, Kristen mentions to Jackie that she's going to go, over to Jackie's mansion and have a conversation with OG. That way she can get a feel for where OG is coming from as far as colorism. I call it bullshit. I'm like, Kristen, you don't give a damn about, what OG went through on this damn show. Stop trying to act like you care and you don't. Evelyn gets her ass in her confessional and says, well, I think it's a waste of time for Kristen to talk to OG because OG is lying. And Evelyn, you look so fucking stupid. Okay? You were getting death threats, right? Because people accused you of colorism. You were on this show calling this woman ugly. You sent a monkey emoji to describe her in a post. You ain't had enough yet, bitch. Okay, and I'm not at all saying you guys, Evelyn deserves to be threatened, to be killed and stuff like that, but where is the compassion? Why are you just saying, oh, this woman is lying? Well, Kristen's going to ask her questions. And then if you pay attention to how they edited this whole damn show, and even last week's show, because I was like, damn, they sure did play that one part where OG was all up in Kristen's face to make OG look like the aggressor, okay? Evelyn, we ain't gonna forget about your ass jumping up on tables, throwing bottles, and throwing drinks and shit all on Jennifer and whoever has been on this damn show. That ain't left my mind, okay? I ain't got amnesia, honey, when it comes to that. So you can miss me with that. But don't accuse this woman of lying, because you don't know what the hell that, she been through on this show. Don't none of y'all look like her. Even Kristen. Just because you share the same color as somebody does not mean that you guys will share the same experience. Because Kristen, like I said, looks like a Ashley Banks. Y'all know Ashley Banks from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And even OG mentioned it when her and Kristen began talking. They began talking about colorism and featureism. And OG has more African features. And Kristen, has more European features, okay? Yes, she's a dark-skinned woman, but her look is more acceptable, and it is, okay? So for them to act as if they can't fucking understand that, it's just too much for Miss Robinson, honey, okay? I was not here for that shit. And I'm a light-skinned woman that sees this. I'm about Evelyn's color. I see it. So how the fuck people that's darker than me, how they can't see it? Make it make sense. Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles can see this shit. Okay? Calm down, Miss Robinson. Got my pressure all up, but it's aggravating, you guys, how manipulative they are being on this show. And Shaunie O'Neal, bitch, I see you. You probably had a private conversation with Kristen so that she can speak on the behalf of dark-skinned women, and it could ease your conscience into, people not thinking that you're a colorist. And you think because, you got kids with Shaq, and he's dark-skinned, that don't make you a color. You can be a colorist at any shade that you are. Okay? You could be dark-skinned and be a colorist because there's a lot of dark-skinned people that hate themselves. Okay? They hate themselves, so they go out in the world and make light-skinned children. That shit is done on purpose. Okay, you got light-skinned women that will lay up with dark-skinned men, but they don't want shit to do with dark-skinned women. They can't stand them, and the dark-skinned women is the ones that gave you the dark-skinned men. Hello, bitch. It's just crazy. Do we have to have a history lesson up in this motherfucker? Okay, we may have to. And we hear Evelyn with her bullshit. My children are black. Them children do not look black completely. They are black and Puerto Rican, I mean. Okay? That is what they are. She talking about my stepchildren. What stepchildren? You're not married to Chad no more, bitch. Okay? And you only accepted those children because they were connected to that black dick that you know and that you love. Okay? Girl, bye. So now the main consensus between Evelyn and Shaunie and the rest of the girls is OG is looking for 15 minutes of fame, and she's a liar, and she's accusing people of racism and colorism because she can't have her way on the show. That is the bullshit that these stupid bitches want us to believe. It's stupid. Shaunie pissed me off when she began telling Jackie, oh, well, I have never discriminated against OG, and if she wants to accuse me of favoritism, yeah, I'll agree with that all day because I do show favoritism towards Evelyn. So thank God you willing to admit that, but you need to get off the fucking show because it's not a fair show. It's not a fair fight. Y'all are sitting up here controlling shit, okay? Treating people like puppets, you and Evelyn. And the reason why y'all don't like OG, since everybody want to keep saying they don't like her, is because she's not one of the weak bitches that was on this show before that y'all was able to just physically attack. Because that's what Evelyn likes to do. She loves to physically attack people. Y'all remember that girl, Kenya? Was her name Kenya? I think it was the one that was trying to sing. What was that? Season 4? The one she threw the bottle at. Yeah. Kenya was about to beat Evelyn's ass. She scared the shit out of Evelyn. Okay? And Evelyn knows she can't beat on OG. But this shit would be all completely different, you guys, if Shaunie and Evelyn could have it their way. Okay, if Evelyn could be, the bully that she is, but they can't, they can't do that shit with OG. OG is too smart for that. Physically, she knows she could fuck them up. Mentally, she's way smarter than them. They don't have the vocabulary that OG has. OG, and everybody want to keep talking about OG is so ugly, but OG has upgraded the show. She has a level of vocabulary that none of these women have. I mean, Malaysia is at the damn daycare when she speaks. You can kind of hear in how she speaks. She have a problem getting her damn sentences out. Evelyn is a clown. Shaunie is a clown. None of these women on this show are well spoken like OG. They don't have that. And they know that they don't possess certain qualities that OG has. Okay. So, and they're jealous of her. They won't admit it, but they're jealous of that. They don't like that. They like to feel like they the top dog. Evelyn is mad about the endorsement deals that were canceled because of all, this colorism and shit. She don't care about how she treated OG. She cares about money. That money is green. That's what she cares about. She don't care about white, black, Puerto Rican, look at me on my Medea shit, honey, okay? That's what she care about, that almighty dollar. But yeah, Shaunie, you need to get your ass up off this show, miss. I'm admitting to showing favoritism. Well, that's my girl, and I still see her a certain way. It don't matter. Okay, because your girl can get your ass put up out of business, and then what your ass go do then? Okay, your ratings is going down. People have checked out of the show. People don't want to be bothered with the show. And then after this show is over, what else are you going to do, Shaunie? You still got your marijuana dispensary business. You probably will be okay, but your brand and your name will be tarnished. Okay? Because you sitting up over here with Miss Bodiqua, Miss Evelyn, trying to be her good Judy. It's gonna cost you, sis. Are you willing to pay the price? Did y'all hear Shaunie when she said, I'm going to basically translate what she says. So when she says to Jackie, this is Shaunie, oh, I'm still, open to listening and hearing out OG. But if it gets to a place where, I feel like we can't resolve this, then, that's not a space I want to be in. Translation, that bitch is going to be up off this show because we don't want to deal with the magnitude of this issue. We don't want to deal with that. We ain't never had to deal with that, and we're not going to deal with that now. That's not a space I want to be in, meaning I will put my name on the line and we will have to get OG up off this show because we don't want to deal with her. She's too much of a problem. But my good girlfriend over here, she could hit people with wine bottles that almost hit me in the motherfucking face. You remember that? That bottle that Evelyn threw, it almost hit Shaunie. Okay? And that was kind of like the first time I kind of seen her look like, well, bitch, what did you doing? But she still didn't completely check her ass on that. Okay? So yeah, that's what that meant. And I was like, oh, okay, I see where you going, Shaunie. So we see Liza, and she is talking to her son. I guess her son's name is Lamar. He's named after his dad. Anyways, the son asks her to order a burrito for him. Motherfucker, how old is you? You can order your own burrito, okay? Shit. Liza got to saying that shit. Oh, well, I'm still a mom and I'm your mother, but you old enough, okay? You big football player looking man. You can order your own damn burrito, okay? Stop babying these kids, okay? Child. Anyways. The boy, he gets to saying to his mom, oh, well, Dad, he was blowing up my phone earlier. Lamar, that's who he was talking about. Liza was like, oh, what did he want? And then her son, he got to saying, oh, well, he had the school money and he was asking me about it. And then she was like, well, what did you say? And he was like, oh, I didn't respond back. She was like, you need to respond. We need that money. You got college plans. He need to pay for it. I'm with Liza. Shit, you better answer your phone. It's about some money, honey. Okay. Better catch Lamar, honey, while he's sober. Okay, no pun intended. Ain't nobody trying to be shady, but we just keeping it all the way 100. Catch his ass, before he start drinking and doing other shit that, he like to do. That has a proclivity, honey, to doing, honey. But yeah, Liza almost lost her shit. She was like, you better answer that phone, get that money. Shit, I know that's right. So Shaunie and Evelyn get to talking to Malaysia about when Jackie was at the house, and they are just like, well, where are you at with many things with Jackie? And Malaysia is like, well, I'm willing to listen, but I need her to apologize, for what she did and never speak on my kids ever again. Evelyn is just like, that's fair enough. Then, Evelyn and Shaunie, they get to talking about how Jackie, when she was at the house, she was mainly talking about OG, and OG, has felt some colorism, from the girls, and you got Malaysia rolling her eyes, sucking her damn teeth. Child, I cannot. Evelyn gets to telling Malaysia that OG made some type of social media post about Evelyn not being Afro-Latina. Bitch, from what I hear, you are not Afro-Latina. I don't think she is. Lala, y'all know Carmelo Anthony's wife. She is Afro-Latina. That's what Afro-Latina is. Who the hell else, honey, is Afro-Latina? Tahiri Jose. I believe she's what you would consider Afro-Latina. Not Evelyn. Okay? Evelyn thinks because she has a close proximity to black dick and black females hanging around Shaunie and shit, that makes her ass black. Okay? That makes her ass down for the cause. And do y'all remember some years ago, I think it was season 6 when she came back, she got to saying, yeah, my nigga, she was saying that shit to Tammy, and Tammy was like, no, I'm not your nigga, and don't call me that. Tammy was offended. So, I'm with OG. You should not be using the N-word. I don't care if you grew up in the Bronx or wherever the hell you from. You are not black, okay? You don't need to be using a word. Hell, we as black people shouldn't even be using a damn word, but I be goddamn you using that motherfucker. So you shut your ass up. Okay, but yeah, she tried to make it look like, see, they are gaslighting the shit out of OG, and it's really pissing me off. They keep trying to make it look like, and especially Evelyn, Shaunie is in on it too with her sneaky ass, but Evelyn is trying to drive home this narrative that OG just has an issue with color and she just doesn't like herself. See, I done read a lot of social media posts, and that is the thing now with OG. She's dark skinned, she's ugly, and she just don't like how she look, and she's blaming it on these other women. And no. Shut the hell up. That ain't it. Okay, guys, so let's get to this conversation again. I already talked about it a little bit in the beginning of the video. Let's get back to the conversation with Kristen and OG. OG basically, lets Kristen know, I'm not apologizing for what I feel I experienced. Kristen gets to saying, well, I'm sorry that you feel that way and all this shit. I'm like, Kristen, shut your ass up. You just want to be over there with Evelyn and Shaunie so bad. You was willing to go against your family, Cece. You were trying to bully Cece in front of these women. Evelyn was about to physically attack Cece. You was down for that. You are a fake ass bitch. Okay, I do not like Kristen. Don't get in my comments defending that bitch, because I'm so done with her. That motherfucking OG said to Kristen, why are you asking me questions like this is an SAT? And see, once again, I caught it with Kristen, the whole, OG just isn't happy with herself, because Kristen set up in front of OG's face and said, I thought it was just a color issue. Oh, you got issues with features and stuff. See, everybody is gaslighting this situation and making it into something that it's not. And I really feel that if you all are not really going to truly delve into the issue at hand, Kristen, you didn't have the right intentions and the right motives when you sat down with OG. You didn't come to understand where she was coming from. You came to judge. You came to deflect. You came to make this shit be about some shit that it's nothing up. It's not just about colorism, it's featureism too. But now you're trying to make it look like, well, OG is crazy and she just unhappy with herself, and now you got all these other issues too, and I don't see them, and I'm dark skinned too, and I haven't had that issue with these group of girls. I have went through racism. No, you can't tell somebody what they have experienced. You are not them. I don't give a damn if you the same color as them or not. Y'all look completely different. The shit that OG is gonna go through is gonna be totally different from what you go through. Okay, some of the shit may be the same here or there, but Kristen, your look is more acceptable in this group of girls. You got the pretty hair mixed girl look. You may be dark skinned, but you have that look. Even I could see that. Okay, so I don't know what you not understanding, sis. And we see a clip of Phoebe at the reunion, where OG was calling her out, and Phoebe, see, they edited everything to make OG look crazy, right? I'm smart. I'm 10 steps ahead. Cause I noticed when I was watching this shit last week, I said, they keep trying to play these clips where OG is seemingly the aggressive one. I see what y'all need to show the goddamn clips of Evelyn jumping on them goddamn tables, okay, and acting a fool. Cause like I said, I ain't got amnesia, bitch. I ain't forgot. But yeah, you got Phoebe saying, I never talked about your color, OG. I call it you ugly. Phoebe, your daughter is dark skinned, and let me be quiet, because I don't want to talk about nobody's kids. But sis, you may not want to talk about OG being ugly. I will just put it right there, okay? I will keep that right there. Have y'all seen Phoebe's daughter? You didn't pretty much gave birth to somebody that looks somewhat like OG. And you calling OG ugly? Okay, bitch. Okay. See, some of these women, they will make kids with black men and they be upset that, they be upset with how they baby come out. That's another. See, it's so much shit, you guys, I could talk about, but we go keep that right there. We go table it. We go keep that right there. I thought that was out of line, though, for Phoebe to say. Period. This girl ain't did nothing to you. Say you a lying ass bitch. You stupid. Why is you calling this woman ugly? And that's all you could come up with. And Phoebe, you ain't all that damn cute your damn self. You okay? You don't even wear your wigs the right way. Your motherfucking lace front and shit, it was showing at the reunion. Your makeup and shit, it wasn't blended and shit. OG called your ass out on that. I like that OG brought up the text messages, the verses, I guess you could say her and Evelyn was having over the Ocho Cinco text messages. And I told y'all that's a very intricate point in their little beef, because they were all trying to, especially Evelyn, was trying to make it look like Chad Johnson wouldn't be attracted to somebody that looked like OG. Let me make it look like she's just talking to herself. He didn't want her. Evelyn, you stupid bitch. He has kids with women that look like OG. Okay? Chad, don't he got all dark-skinned kids? So, girl, get out of here. Stop trying to act like you is all he would ever want. And matter of fact, he was technically cheating on you when he was hollering at OG. That's the part that really bothers you. And OG let Kristen know, you my same color, and you was sitting back letting them do that shit. You chose the lighter side, and Kristen trying to make it look like, well, I wasn't choosing sides. It's just that I like Evelyn more at that point. And girl, shut your ass up, okay? What OG said, it went right over your head. Jackie, shut your motherfucking ass up. Talking about, well, I gotta give it to Kristen because she's not accusatory and she's not confrontational. She's really trying to hear OG out. Shut your ass up, Jackie, because you don't want nobody talking about you and how you dislike your dark-skinned daughter, okay? You think it's by mistake that you ran and got with Doug Christie so you could have some light-skinned kids after you had Takari? Okay, girl, bye. OG brought up the fact that it's also colorism when you have somebody like Evelyn. She didn't even say Evelyn's name, but I'm gonna say the bitch name. You got her jumping on tables and being all violent and shit, doing all types of shit, and y'all take her side and y'all don't hold her accountable, but yet as soon as I yell at somebody, you want to hold me accountable and to task. Jennifer chimed in and said, yeah, y'all sitting up here making it look like OG is this horrible person, but she ain't never jumped on no tables or threw no bottle at nobody or threw a table at somebody, Malaysia. She ain't never did none of that. I'm so happy that Jennifer said that, okay? Then you got stupid ass Jackie. She got to chime in. Well, that ain't true. I've been called crazy. Jackie, you are fucking crazy. Okay? You're batshit crazy. All right? We tolerate you though, Jackie. Okay? I hated that Jackie chimed in because once again, these bitches was able to deflect and have it their way. And I'm talking about Kristen, Evelyn, and Shaunie. Because now Jackie has admitted to, I get called out all the time. Yeah, but you have not been called out and you ain't been called ugly and all this other shit like OG. Okay? I don't give a damn what anybody says. Nobody in the history of Basketball Wives has been disrespected more than this woman. Period. I like what OG said to Kristen. She got to saying to her, I can't really talk to somebody. I can't really talk with you because one minute you pretend to get where I'm coming from and then you pretend not to get it. And it's true. It's true. OG ends the conversation with Kristen. I would have never started a conversation with her ass. She didn't want to understand you, sis. Bye, girl. So Kristen brings her ass back to Evelyn, Shaunie, and Malaysia and Liza and gets to telling them, I didn't know that, colorism wasn't just about color. It's also about features. See, they're already gaslighting, making fun of what OG said. Here go Malaysia. Oh, I didn't know. Bitch, shut your ass up. Kristen gets to telling the girls how, Jennifer brought up the fact that Malaysia threw the table at her. Malaysia says, again, why is she bringing that up? No, bitch, why did you do that? Okay? Why did you do that violent and aggressive shit? Shaunie rolls her eyes. This is exactly what I'm talking about. No accountability is put on Malaysia and her bad behavior. Shaunie excused that at another time. It was on a different episode, you guys. Probably sometime last season. I remember Shaunie said, oh, Malaysia just had a bad moment. No, that's not how you respond to anything. You don't throw no fucking table at nobody. So Kristen gets to telling them that Jennifer, also has said nobody gets, called out on their shit or, is held accountable in Malaysia. Oh, I did get held accountable to that. I got dragged for that. Yeah, because you was wrong, but Shaunie didn't hold you accountable. Period. You still was able to come back on the show like nothing happened. You didn't get suspended. There is no consequence for these women's bad behavior. That's why they go keep acting the way that they do. Malaysia is happy to hear that Jackie is defending the group as a whole. She ain't defending y'all. She trying to cover her shit up because she don't want to be called out, okay? To Curry, where you at, sis? Shaunie says out of her mouth, now pay attention. Okay, we talking about Shaunie. She like to cover up what she say, but Miss Robinson can see right through the bullshit. Shaunie gets to saying, oh, I'm glad you said all of that because now I know that there's never going to be any understanding. And she's talking about between her and OG, and that way she could boot her ass off the show. Okay, that is what that bitch means. So she's relieved by all of this because now I don't have to understand you. Shaunie, you's a coward, bitch. Because then you sit up and say you was willing to sit down and have a conversation with OG and hear her out. Now, she had a conversation with Kristen, which is different from you. So once again, you're not holding your own self accountable. You're not hearing that woman out. You're going through the guise of Kristen. In her experience with OG, knowing damn well Kristen don't like OG her damn self. So everybody is biased. I ain't got time for it. So honey, back at the ranch, Jackie and OG, they talk. They're, sitting down, about to eat and having a drink. Her and OG and Jennifer. So OG is just like, you know what? I see who Kristen is. And, that's just that. And I got where she was coming from. Kristen is the type of person, she's a follower. She will pretend to not see shit, So she's a follower. I didn't like how Jackie snapped at Jennifer. Oh, well, I don't like, how I was, being talked to and you was yelling at me. And she was, from what I seen, Jackie, are you seeing shit? Did they edit it out? She just told you don't bring their ass back to the house. Okay, don't bring none of them back. She don't want to be bothered with them. Like, be a friend, be understanding. And then Jackie get the snapping at Jennifer. Well, there may be an issue with me and you. Jackie, shut your ass up. You deflecting. And you need to calm down. You need to keep it neutral if that's what you're trying to do. But all this bucking up on Jennifer, I'm not with that. Fuck them. If Jennifer don't want to be bothered with them, let her say what she go say. Let her do what she go do. All right, you guys, let me get up off of here. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this crazy ass, gaslighting ass episode, honey. Just gaslighting going on left and right. It was too much, honey, for Miss Robinson. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.